Welcome to Behind the Net, a video series with the Montana volleyball team. Today we are joined by freshman middle blocker Sierra Dennison. Sierra, thank you for joining us. And
how
are you doing?
I'm good. Yeah, we just finished our first week of fall camp, so super exciting.
Yeah, and one thing that I feel like is fascinating to me that I always want to ask freshmen is you guys are really thrown into the fire because you graduated in May, you kind of came to campus and did some voluntary practices, and then you hit the ground running with two practices almost every single day. And so what's the adjustment been like, and what are some areas maybe you feel like you're growing and learning?
Yeah, I think for me, like, I've played hard volleyball before and I know what that feels like on your body. I've had tournaments where it's long days and it's day after day, but I think I haven't really experienced it to this extent before, where it's like day after day but for like weeks on end. And so I think that was the biggest challenge for me, was like physically adapting to it. And going into it, I was kind of feeling like a bunch of different emotions. Like, I was super excited to finally get in the gym and get on the court with all the teammates and stuff after like coming into open gyms and lifting with them all summer. And then I was also like kind of nervous because I was like, I'm a college athlete now. I'm doing college athlete things, and like these were the girls that I would watch as a kid, and now I'm one of them. And so that kind of feeling, but also just going in confident, like knowing that I'm here for a reason and that I can play well. And I think it did pay off, and we had really good practices all week, so yeah.
And I think you kind of hit on one of those things that makes you and your story unique, is the fact that you're from Missoula, you graduated from Sentinel High School, you have a lot of ties here, you have some family members that graduated from UM, your great uncle George Dennison was a president here, and so I imagine you grew up watching Montana volleyball games, and so what's that been like, and I guess how much pride does it bring to you to be able to wear the Griz brand?
Yeah, I would come and I would like watch games, like when the games were up here in the WAG, I would watch them, and then like down in the arena I watched a few. And when I was at that age, I was like, they're so good, and I was like, I'm probably never gonna get to that level. And it was just always like a dream watching them, and now that I'm here and I'm one of them and I get to wear the jersey and I get to be on the court is a super awesome feeling. And being here in my hometown and doing it at a school that I do have so many connections to, and that I have family who've put a lot of work into, and I get to kind of give that back in a sense of playing for the school and playing for the team. And then also being close to family and stuff that they can come down and watch, and that I still have those close relations with everyone is super awesome.
Well, that's great. We're glad that you're here, and I've been able to watch you on the court a little bit, and I think that fans will really gravitate towards enjoying to watch you play. But one of the things that I've also noticed is I've enjoyed watching you off the court, because you have a fun, outgoing personality, and I feel like freshmen sometimes can be a little bit reserved, but you're not that way. And so where does that come from? And I imagine that that's kind of helped meeting new teammates and adapting to a new team.
I don't really know. I'm usually like in social settings and stuff like that, I would consider myself a pretty quiet person, or like someone who just doesn't usually like come out that much. But I feel like volleyball is the one sport that like I feel like I can, and I feel like I just can have fun with it. And so like with Paige and some of meeting the other teammates and some of the other freshmen, I think being with them all summer and working out and playing with them all summer has definitely helped build up those relations early. And so I think now we're just kind of in a comfortable stage with each other. We can just be fun and goofy, and I think that's super fun and super important for a team, and we're definitely all have that with each other, so it's been super fun.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely showing, and it's definitely an important thing on and off the court. So we're excited that you're here, and so thank you for joining us today. Thank you for watching Behind the Net with Montana Volleyball. For all things Griz Volleyball, follow the Griz on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and gogriz.com.